today. From First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cleveland Browns taking on the Washington football team.
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Washington football team. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, they come in at an early crossroads here, facing a tough opponent on the road where a loss would make them 0-3.
And when you start that way, doubts really start to creep into a locker room, and guys start to battle each other instead of worrying about winning games.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Back in the NFL for the first time since 2016, it's Colin Kaepernick.
A lot of defensive coordinators are up late the night before they take on Colin Kaepernick because they know he's not an easy man to scheme against. He can beat you with the big arm, taking shots downfield, also beat you with his legs, either off of designed runs or in the passing game by improvising and taking off.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Nick Chubb. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 29-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
You're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that one, a 13-play drive in total. And Nick Chubb, the one to finish it off, as he does so with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. And now we see Dwayne Haskins, the Ohio State Buckeye, in his second year in the National Football League, ready to lead this Washington offense.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They go play action now. Haskins. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards there and a Washington first. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that. Type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Haskins to throw it. And that's incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Now, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Higgins trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's being a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
On first down, Kaepernick. Flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Man, they gotta let him play.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They run. Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Hunt. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 36. 7 yards there and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. He's going to try and go deep again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
This 3rd down just got even more difficult. 3rd down and 15 after the false start. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. The throw taken in by Sims. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, it's Haskins. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. To return is Taylor. Oh, look at the juke. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Now Colin Kaepernick in the offense heading back out onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Kaepernick again here on 2nd and 10. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Nice grab there by Kareem Hunt. It's going to be fun to watch him expand his game here in 2020. Versatile in the passing game, can carry it on the ground as well. Remember, he only played about half the season in 2019. 37 catches and a touchdown during that time. He's going to find more snaps this year and really expand this offense.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And there's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr. The head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh, did I get it right? In this case, they can celebrate.
The Browns on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. But Kevin Stefanski going to take a chance going for it on 4th. Kaepernick's going to try to sneak it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Let's get it. 56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. But Charles, you take a look at the draft class for this offense. It's highlighted by a first-round pick who provides a much-needed boost to their offensive line.
And you and I both know it's the kind of pick that doesn't often get a fan base really excited. But I know who is excited. Their quarterback. He won't get hit as much, and that should improve the rest of the offense as well.
Now a throw, they're going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 20-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And it is now 21-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And it's the Texans who's got the lead in the second quarter. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting 49ers who are out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Jimmy Garoppolo. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. The Bengals seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And a A good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a foot race. The 30, 10, touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, his first touchdown of the new season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And Hilliard will elect to not return it. So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Quickly into the hands of Beckham. The 40, 30, past the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done. It's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. From the 6. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They will run it. It's McKissick. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
And that will be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh, yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. This pass complete to Higgins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Kaepernick now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The DN Jonathan Allen making sure his presence is felt.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he works free. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the Browns are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down, good luck. He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Now Haskins on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. And now we see Bryant yet to pop up. Still down following that play. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
56.
Chubb. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And again, it's Chubb.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
17. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They run with Hunt, and Hunt is not going to get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Mike 56, Mike 91. 65, 65, 65. Mike 56. Mike 56. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Easy, easy, easy.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. The quick slant caught.
And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Browns are pouring it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game, and privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching, and he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. So that drive in total 8 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at their own 27.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the 1st down sack. Haskins is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, good move. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
We'll check on his status when we get back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Kaepernick looking to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there. First down. Now Hunt.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They run again with Hunt. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.